Alex Liwali. Who is Alex? Karibu sana. By the way, my mentor taught me, give and it shall be given. So with the same measure you use, same measure. Asante sana.
Thank you, Rev. Good afternoon, everybody. How is everyone doing this beautiful afternoon? My name is Alex Kamanga Mwangi, but a lot of you know me as Liwali. There's a whole story around why those names I have are very important to me. But this afternoon is very, 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 very special to me in many ways, because I do not know whether there is any one of you in this room who has had the privilege to give your life to Christ a couple of times. And I'm one of those. So my journey with Coach goes a little way back. It's actually 11 years this year. I was 18 years when I left high school, and I gave my life to Christ for the first time in the year 2009. And that journey for me was because of my mom in the faith, who is, I saw her somewhere in the room, Pastor Monica. And it was through her that I actually got to know Coach Irene. She gave me a book titled Celebrate the Hard Times. And that book was written by Coach Irene. And that book for me, her journey spoke more or less towards where I was at that particular time in my life. There's a time in life you feel like everything that could possibly go wrong suddenly does so, and you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do. But that book, I have shared with Coach Irene the notes I have from that book. I have still kept those notes to date. I still refer to those notes a lot of times in my life. And I have followed Coach for that many years until when we got to around 2020, thereabout, where at one point the whole journey of faith did not make sense to me. I was having a lot of struggles, and a lot of, for quite maybe about a year, I was completely disconnected with God. Until one morning when I have one of those dreams where you wake up, you're very stiff, you're very afraid. And the only thing I had in my mind that time was reach out to Coach Irene. That time I didn't have her number. I had followed her for close to 5 years by that time, and I didn't have her number. And when I texted her, what she told me later on is even for her, she was still awake that time. And that's how I got led to Christ for the second time. That morning, it was actually morning around 5 a.m. going to 6 a.m. And this time that journey has gotten beautiful every year. I'm one of those few people who from the year 2020 I can say I have not had a better last month. I have not had a better last year. For me it has kept going from glory to glory to glory. When we came to the year 2021, I'm privileged to be in TKC, the Eagles group. And I guess that time I was the youngest in that group. So like Mr. Daniel has said, I was also just following behind the scenes and a lot of those conversations and listening in. And that's why, interestingly, even for me, my business started taking shape. So 2021 was one of those years, especially for those of us who are in the technology space, was either the year where you scale up or the year you shut down. And for me, when the first case for COVID in the country was announced, that time I think I had a team of about only 3 people, and nobody had a script for how we were supposed to live in those particular times. And TKC became a place where a lot of times there was hope, there was encouragement. And in fact, it's where the statement I use a lot about compressing decades into days, about being able to ride on the shoulders of others. There's a statement that if we have seen any further, it's because we are standing on the shoulders of giants. So for me, 2021, I was just following silently. I really learned a lot. And whereas every other thing was shutting down every other place, for us, our business started taking shape. So 2021, we were about 3 people. Today, we are 21. We have kept growing every day. In the middle of COVID, we have kept seeing God's goodness. And for me, this is not even just a testimonial. It's what I can say I have seen God firsthand. There's a scripture that I kept going on through the entire through the entire 2021-2022 from Psalms 107, verse, I think, number 38, where it says that he blesseth them also, so that they are greatly multiplied, and he suffereth not their cattle to decrease. So I kept standing with that scripture, that even when we are seeing other companies shutting down, we're going to make it through. We started winning awards in the middle of the pandemic, 2021. 2022, we scaled out of Nairobi. We are now in 5 counties. We have kept growing, seeing God. In that same season, by the time we are now coming, when TKC, the family is growing, 2022, as of this year, we have even had the privilege to actually having the company redomiciled in USA. We are having part of our team, nearly half our team right now is in Nigeria. And for me, I could be one of those people who say, I have truly seen the Lord through TKC. What's even more important to me in that journey of just interacting with Coach, understanding the whole purpose journey. These days I describe myself as I am a catalyst for growth. And that for me is what I stand with as my purpose. So thank you so much. Thank you, Coach, for the privilege to be here today. Do have a lovely afternoon, everybody.
Wow. As I've listened to those testimonials, I don't know what has come to your mind. But just earlier on over lunch, we were speaking with Captain, and she'll be speaking to us later on. And we were saying that, creation, and Dr. Emma, creation is groaning and is waiting. Why? For the manifestation of who? The sons of God. Alex, Liwali, Daniel, Coach Betty, and Mercy, can we please appreciate these great sons of God? We thank you and we salute you.